Hell yeah! What's going on, everybody? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Deacon, and welcome to my incredible podcast. Now, before we commence this episode, do not forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, share this with your boys and your families, follow me on Instagram, smash that bell notification button, and enjoy. Let's get started. Our top story for today shall be Andrew Tate got banned from social media. Not only Andrew, but also his brother Tristan. Now, in addition to that, and I shit you not, the banks had the audacity to freeze their accounts simply because they did not like their political views.
Tate as well?
That has happened to Andrew and his brother.
They're freezing his credit card processing and bank accounts?
Payment processors have rejected him. Yep, payment processors have cancelled his accounts. Banks have cancelled their accounts with them. But it's like, think about that for a second. For everyone who doesn't think this is a big deal, if they don't like your opinions, they will take your bank account.
Ladies and gentlemen, understand this. Banks can only freeze your account if they suspect that you are conducting illegal activities such as fraud, laundering, racketeering, things of that nature. All of these offenses are felonies. The banks that are holding their money did not do that. Instead, they chose to freeze their fucking accounts simply because they did not like their political views at all. Folks, this is the world that we live in. We live in this soft world where people can easily get offended by real masculine men like us. Here's why I believe we need real men like the Tate brothers. Those guys are trying to revive masculinity and bringing it back so we can become masculine again. But we live in this beta male society where mediocrity is validated and often rewarded. These Gen Z boys, or should I say the modern men, quote unquote, that have been pussified by the left wing are now being validated. Society nowadays tells men to be weak.
Nope.
No, it's not okay. We have men like Jordan Peterson that tell you that you must learn how to be a monster, and then you need to learn how to control the monster inside of you. Men like the Tate brothers are teaching men how to be masculine, because the new generation of men are straight up pussies that put females up on pedestals, and when they do that, they get treated like absolute dog shit. Here's another point I would like to bring up. Social media thinks it's okay to ban Andrew Tate for correcting females when they are in the wrong, but social media thinks it's okay for Drew Afualo to bash, mock, and belittle men for problems that females have created in the first place. She goes on TikTok and starts bashing men for being on their purpose, improving themselves physically, mentally, always being on the grind, and this female is going on social media and disrespecting men that are accomplishing decent goals with their lives. So social media has no problem keeping her, but they have a problem with men like Andrew and Tristan Tate correcting females when they are in the wrong. The level of misandry that these females produce towards men, it should motivate all of you boys to step the fuck up and call them out. That's when you know that we need to draw a line. So for those of you that have not yet seen the video where Tristan Tate talks to Sneeko on the phone, I'll give you the short version of what happened. Hell, I'll even put down the video as a source on the description box below this video. In this video, Tristan explains that social media had decided to terminate their accounts, i.e. their Instagram, YouTube channel, like all of that is gone. Then he said to Sneeko that when he disappears, they will pass the torch down to Sneeko. So at that moment, that's when I realized that it's all hands on deck. Every single one of us needs to participate in this war that we have going on. Their social media accounts got taken away. Their banks froze their accounts. Ladies and gentlemen, this is unacceptable. This is unsatisfactory. We need to start standing up and speak the fuck up. For those of you that support both the MGTOW and the Red Pill communities, we need to find a way to revive their accounts and bring them the fuck back. Like, matter of fact, allow me to present to you a footage about Andrew Tate getting banned. Let's check this out.
So why did Andrew Tate get banned?
They did not tell me.
They did not send me an email, no correspondence. I certainly didn't break terms of service. I guess that's why they couldn't send me an email and explain why.
So this is quite typical nowadays, and this is starting to become a trend. I'll explain what this is. Let's use YouTube for my analogy. Whenever YouTube takes down a video that you published, typically what happens is they take down your video without a logically sound explanation. They fail to explain why your video got taken down. Like, all it says is the video is in violation of community guidelines and vice versa, but they fail to go into concrete detail as to why your video is in violation of these guidelines. This is the part that really gets me heated. When somebody or a group of people, or even a big company, decides to silence you without giving an explanation, you know right away that what they're doing is wrong. When they cannot provide you a reason as to why they keep taking down your content, they have pretty much exposed their stupidity to you. When they fail to provide a rationale behind their actions, you know that they have nothing but excuses, and they are speaking using their egos. Ever since the Tate brothers got banned and their bank accounts got frozen, social media just keeps exploding with articles about how left-wing people are proud that this guy's gone from the internet. Lots of articles came out about how these people celebrated the fact that a real masculine man has been banned. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this. When a society begins to lack masculinity, that becomes a very critical issue. This causes a chain reaction full of problems. Here are the following problems. The left-wing folks start saying shit like toxic masculinity, which in their eyes, they think that masculinity is toxic. Society starts teaching boys how to be pussies, not men. These boys that get pussified by the left-wing factions such as Me Too, the feminazi movement, all of these factions teach boys how to be straight-up pussies. They're taught how to put females up on pedestals and treat them like celebrities. These boys that never had a father figure in their lives were raised by their own mothers, alone. As you may or may not know, we have a single mother epidemic going on. It has now become a trend, and this trend has affected the new generation of boys. In conclusion, here's what we can learn from this. From now on, for those of you that have MGTOW/Red Pill channels, stay in the fucking fight, because the war is far from over. Okay, we're not finished yet. Basically, in plain English, this is what I like to call the revenge of the red pill. For those of you men out there that are listening to this should motivate you to do something about this. I will say this one more time. The banks froze his account because they did not like his political views. I don't know who authorized them to do that, but this is the world that we live in. This world is full of straight up pussies that are not man enough to stand up to this kind of evil. The people that are in charge of these social media platforms are the ones that should be held accountable for what they did to the Tate brothers. They need to be held accountable for what they did ASAP, because these are the people that try to silence masculine men. That is what they are told to do. They are told who to shut down and who to promote to the next level. They are told to silence masculinity, but on the other side of the same token, they're told to promote toxic female behavior, or as I like to call it, toxic femininity. Like I said earlier, you have TikTok folks like Drew Afualo that always gets on social media and starts disrespecting men for achieving goals of their own, accusing them of being misogynistic and so forth. Gentlemen, I don't care what kind of connections you have, but we need to start finding ways of reviving their accounts and bring back the Tate brothers. We need to do something about this. As of this moment, the next guy that they will try to cancel is Sneeko. They will try to take him down. So we need to stay together and keep fighting and do not fold. So with all of that said, this concludes this episode of my incredible podcast. So thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Share this with your boys and your families. Follow me on Instagram. Smash that bell notification button. And every single one of you, have a wonderful and blessed day. Peace out.